Now 30 different missions. When I speak they listen, couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait,
cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Washington Redskins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
And that's definitely the way you get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 28. Jones last year led the Bills, 652 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns, more than double his production from 2017. Now they're hoping for an even bigger bump this year.
56. Right there. 56. Come on. Show it up.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. The left side completion to Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field.
And he lost the football, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, here's Smith. Open man is Chesson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Hey, team 6. Yep.
Hey, check. Mike 50.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Mike 50. So don't say nothing.
3rd and long, it's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got the artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 30.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jackson now. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
They're running it.
Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the slant. Mutt's 56. Mutt's 56. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 56 to Mutt.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check 43. 25.
From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Hey, Charlie, 70, 80.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Play action. It's Jackson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now Jackson, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They start on the ground with Geis. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And down right around the 37. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, it's Peterson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. Smith finding Dodson that time for a Washington 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st down, here's the run with Peterson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 49. Hey, exit. 49.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Throw left side is complete to Reed.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Well, here's a 1st down throw that's complete. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Able to find Deon Cain, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 20-yard line. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On first down, it's Smith. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Foster. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. And he'll find the open man on the right side. It's Kane. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Jackson, and that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Gus Edwards, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down. And Jackson throwing once more. He may try and run for this. And he slides to avoid the hit. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Montez Sweat. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
At the 34-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got
Jackson. It's complete. Deon Cain working the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Jackson on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yes, yes. Motion out of the backfield.
Here's Smith. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get him, get him, get him.
Now it's Jackson. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson. And he finds Tyler Kroft. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Jackson now. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson being chased out left. That is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
You got to get moved up. You got to get that. Mike, 56, right there.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete, right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Deon Cain, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Hauschka with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
49, got to go.
Throwing again. Smith. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play. First down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first down, Smith. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Edwards. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Edwards. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A give to Peterson out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now on 2nd and 13. Smith. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Edwards. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he gets this out to Foster on the right side. A third down gain of 19. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a run with Edwards. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bills, the win